Hello everyone, welcome to Soul Path Guided Tarot. We're going to do a yes or no, pick a card, and as always we will ask why or why not. For those of you who emailed me and messaged me as to where the next video was, I'm sorry for the delay. I've been dealing with a cough that doesn't want to go away, and I did not want to cough through your entire video. So set the intention, no coughing. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We have 6 different groups as always. So the first one is going to be a gray banded agate star, and it does have a bit of druzy in there. Let's see if we can get the camera to pick up some of that for you. All right, so that's choice 1. Choice 2 is a labradorite moon. You can see there's flashes of color in there. There we go. So that's for you, group 2. Group 3, this is a moonstone, beautiful feminine energy stone. Kind of has some opulescence. Group 4, this is a bloodstone. This has various colors of greens and blues and a little bit of brown. So here's your bloodstone. For group 5, this is a mixed color of agate in this butterfly. Maybe you love butterflies. And this is group 6. This is a worry stone with an angel in it. And I have had this for decades. I think my sister gave me this, but maybe this appeals to you today. Group 6, okay. So we have 1, the star agate, 2, the moon, 3, the moonstone, 4, the bloodstone, 5, the reddish agate butterfly, and 6, the worry stone that has the angel in it. You certainly don't have to be worried to choose that one. Okay, so the timestamps are going to be at the bottom, as always, along with the way to contact me for personal readings or just to ask a question. So let's take a moment, let's take a few deep breaths, expand your belly, close your eyes, and intuitively choose based on which is calling to you. If there's more than one that resonates with you at this time, there's going to be a message in there for you from both. All right, let's get started. Hi, group 1, this is your choice. This is the gray banded agate star. Maybe you love stars. I know I do, I have them everywhere. I absolutely love them. I've been completely enthralled with the stars since I was a very little kid. Okay, so this is a general read, so just take what resonates and don't try and force fit any of it. We are going to start with tarot, and then we're going to take what flips out. So your first card out is in this deck called Truth. This is Judgment. Then we have, look at that, 13, Transformation. Wow, that's the Death card. Amazing. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. That's pretty amazing so far. Okay, 8 of Swords, trapped in fear. Wow, look at the major arcana for you guys. And then we have number 15, Temptation. That's the Devil card in tarot. Okay. Okay, group 1. So this is really interesting with these cards. You've got 3 major arcana. So the first one here is Truth, which is Judgment in this deck. This one is 13, the Death card, Transformation, Scorpio energy coming through. And your third major arcana is Capricorn energy, Temptation. Okay, so what actually the card that sticks out the most to me right here is this Trapped in Fear. So for you, group 1, there's been something that you've been either worrying about or concerned about or overthinking or unsure, uncertain. And so some of you haven't taken steps forward that you could take or you should take. Some of you have had some things that haven't worked out in the past, so you're a little bit concerned, fearful about making a move. Okay, so when that happens, we actually create a scenario almost like the perfect storm in our head where they're showing me like almost like a tornado right now, where sometimes the fear that we create in our mind is far bigger than, far worse than the actual potential fear. Okay, it feels very real, it feels very huge, but with this card showing up, we know that you're going to move out of this. Now, I think what was causing that is this card here, temptation. This is Capricorn energy, devil energy. This is about like conditioning that we've been exposed to that's kind of stuck within us. And maybe it's stuck in our minds, maybe it's a little bit stuck in our hearts, where we feel like there's always something that's preventing us or tempting us from going for what's right for us. So sometimes we choose people and partners who, for one reason or another, they engage us, they make us interested, we think that's what we should do, and we fall down this rabbit hole, if you will, of things that spiral out of control and end up that are kind of toxic, or they kind of set you back, right? And you wonder, why does this always happen to me? And for some of you, this is just about different situations that you've had, either professionally in your career, because Capricorn energy is, of course, 10th house. 10th house is about long-term goals and careers and structure. So maybe as you have been pursuing goals and career aspirations, or trying to make a name for yourself, things spiral out of control and they fail, or they just never get off the ground, right? And you're feeling like that you're stuck, and Spirit is saying there is a new change coming in for you, a huge change. Now, at the time of this reading, we are going into a total lunar eclipse. Okay, so that's going to be very transformative for a lot of you. You can't think that you're not affected by the eclipses, because the energy changes so drastically for everyone. For some people, it's a really positive thing. For other people, it's kind of a wake-up call. But for you, this is major changes coming in with transformation, right? This is like the death of ego, overthinking, the death of living in this pattern, the death of fear, right? Releasing that. In traditional tarot, the death card is represented showing, a full body skeleton. Well, that represents our higher self. That's like the truth of the who we are at our soul level. It's coming out, saying, hey, this is your truth. This is what you need to do. This is what's right for you. This is what you need to follow. So, and for a lot of you, there's going to be an additional aspect of spiritual awakening, self-awareness, a greater understanding, a greater openness. You don't even have to have all the answers. We don't need the answers. We just need to be open to what's coming next and have some trusting. And then you have here the 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. So you have a reference of spirituality here. These are both very spiritual cards. And we talked about the material world here with Capricorn being representative. So this is you moving into a state of balance, right? One that's a little bit more, what we like to say is it's harmonic, right? It's more in resonance. So there is a connection within you, physically, spiritually, mentally, where everything kind of lines up and you find your space a little bit more easy to live in, metaphorically and physically. So you're a little bit more comfortable in your own skin, where you're going, what you're doing, what's next for you, okay? Kind of leaving behind that mental conflict, kind of leaving behind that fear. All right, what else do we have for you? Whoa. Yeah, so look what pops out, deception. And we have the devil here. So there has been some deception and temptation for some of you, people that have led you astray, people that perhaps have kind of done a number on you, where they messed with you in a way where you kind of doubt yourself, okay? Or you doubt what's next for you, or you doubt what your capabilities are. So it's going to be a shift for you going forward, and you're kind of going to be not as influenced by this. Do you see how her heart is illuminated here? Okay, so instead of hearing with her ears and listening and analyzing what might be said, what could be said, what people could do to block you, to prevent you from getting what you need, the lies, the deception, all of those things of the past or the current situation that you may be in a relationship, in a, because this can represent like a relationship where someone is not being faithful, or this can be a situation where there's someone undermining you at work or on a special project. But this is you kind of being more aware of this, kind of connecting with your heart, which is what this card is about as well, and understanding going forward, you're not going to be influenced by these people anymore, okay? You see beyond that now. You're no longer going to be trapped by what others might say or do, right? You're really going to kind of step into your own, and that's the most important thing for each and every one of us. All right. Yeah, and we talked about being open. When we're trapped in fear, we're not open, we're closed off, okay? So for us to see potential opportunities, for us to move through this transformation, which we're all doing on a regular basis. It's part of the journey that we're doing here, okay? But we need to be open. If we're trapped in fear, we can't see the beauty that's before us, the blessings before us, the opportunities before us, okay? Things pass us by. Fear is a very limiting thing. Fear is a very stifling thing. So for us to kind of move into this new energy, which you're going to be pushed into, whether you want to go or not, we do need to be open to the possibilities. And then you have walking away. So for some of you, this is going to be walking away from a situation that's not very healthy. A lot of you, this is just walking away from your own self-doubt and the fear that you've created for yourself because of things that have happened. And being willing to trust that you're moving into a space where, you're more in alignment, like, your mind, your heart, and your soul. And that's where we can make decisions that kind of help us grow and find things in life that make us feel excited and proud of ourselves and happy for the things in our life and having a sense of gratitude and walking away from anything that is this negative energy, because this is all very negative, dense energy that keeps us stuck in the same kind of situations over and over again, okay? I'm getting the message here that someone has a lawsuit going on or some kind of child custody case going on. So there's been some deception and manipulation there, and there's going to be the clearing of some of that. And you are going to walk away from that in a much better position than you were before. For some of you, this has to do with being brokenhearted, because you do have this image of 3 people here. And again, this is going to be walking away from that. So this is very dense energy here, and Spirit is saying, once you open up and walk away to the possibilities, so much is going to change and transform for you. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. Yeah, when we go through changes, sometimes we just have to say, all right, I'm going to buckle myself in, go for the ride, and understand that there's going to be some unexpected things that are going to come my way. But with this spiritual prosperity, as well as material prosperity, and all in this transformation and up-leveling in your own consciousness, okay? Your own way of seeing and experiencing everything in life. When life speeds up, we're excited about what's next. We're not fearful. And the bottom of the deck is Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. So I love that. This is number 15 is a 6. This is the number 6. So we've got 66 showing up here. Those numbers are numbers for love. Those are numbers for, harmony. That's the number of the heart. So you see the message is all about her heart's illuminated. It's loving yourself. It's going within so that you can release yourself from this information. And with spiritual prosperity, you'll have additional material prosperity. Why? Because we don't see things as, oh, we can't do that, or we can't obtain that, or that's not for us, or I could never get that job, or I could never get that raise, or I could never, win that lawsuit, or I could never get that tax rebate or whatever. We don't see things that way. So our whole outcome changes, right? Angels, spirits, and guides. What else? Number 44, synchronicities. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. Yeah, so always look for synchronicities. It's one of the most common ways that spirit speaks to us. 44 is a master number. You know, they speak to us in numbers first because that's what we start to notice. We're very linear, right, as human beings. And from there, they start to give us things that are more subtle. So the more we tune into that, the more we meditate, the more we get our brain in that gamma wave situation from meditation, the more in tune we are to the changes in energy and the up-leveling that we are doing at a conscious level. And then automatic negative thoughts. You're learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. This is amazing. This is exactly what we're talking about with these cards here. And also 31 is a number 4. So here we are with 444. So the trapped in fear and automatic negative thoughts, those things go hand in hand. And then bottom of the deck, metamorphosis, like the caterpillar that emerges from the cocoon, you're about to get your wings. Okay, very positive transformation. This card is about metamorphosis. This card is about change and transformation and metamorphosis, okay? So you're gonna have a lot of very positive life changes going forward. And again, material and spiritual prosperity. Miracles are endless. Angel spirits and guides. What else? Insight. Open the third eye to strengthen intuition. Okay, so whenever we have these cards here, that's a lot about connecting within, right? It's about our intuition. I mentioned to you before, if you meditate, your brain goes into gamma waves, and that opens you up to be more sensitive to synchronicities from spirit, messages, understanding. It helps us to be open and guide us into something where the miracles are endless, okay? So for a lot of you, it's just going to be a reminder to connect in as much as possible. It does help to release this energy here. I just grabbed these cards. I have no idea what they say. So let's see what this one says. Offering. I am peaceful. I love that. And we have the lotus flower. The lotus flower is like, rising from this devil card energy, right? Grant me true surrender and peace. Let me only be a vehicle for your will in every way. Yeah, so this is spirit saying, we want to come in and bring you peace and harmony and happiness and abundance in your life. So just be open to it. So that's perfect. Okay, this is a yes. If there's something that you like or resonate with, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away free reading at the new moon. If you're interested, please like and subscribe. And in the comment section, please write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you much happiness and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 2. This is your Labradorite moon. Okay, it's got a lot of beautiful color in this. All right, so we'll put this off to the side with the card. I have no idea what the card said. All right, so it's a general read, so just take what resonates. Don't try and force fit the rest. And take what flips out. First card out, Foundation Achievement. Beautiful. So this is the 4 of Wands. Beautiful card. Fire energy coming through. Look at that. 4 of Cups. Discontent and boredom. 44. Maybe this is you're 44 years old. Maybe 44 is an important number for you. It's a master number. 3 of Pentacles. Recognition and reward. 5 of Swords. This is conflict and defeat. And then this is the Lover's card. Harmony. Gemini energy coming through. So the number 6 means harmony. So you'll hear people talk about the number 6 and its connection to the heart. And that's because it has a lot to do with harmony. Okay. So for you, group 2, this is really interesting in the cards because here you've got the 4 of Wands, which this is a beautiful card. It's one of the nicest cards to get in the tarot deck. It's sometimes called the 1111 card because in traditional tarot, you see 2 wands here and 2 wands here, 1111. But this is a card about reaching amazing goals in your life, okay? It can be about professional achievement, like winning some kind of award. It can be about being recognized. It can be about graduating. It could be about passing your boards. It can be about getting a home, getting a contract on a business, signing a contract on a home. It can be going into a long-term commitment. It can be, expanding family, growing family. It's just really a beautiful card about finally finding this resonance in your life where everything is kind of falling into place. And you really can focus on, the blessings and the gratitude. So you're really on solid ground. And for some of you, this is going to be because there's going to be a relationship that develops into that. Because this card often does mean, you're finally meeting someone who is the right person for you. So maybe you've had a habit of finding the wrong person, or maybe you've had a habit of not really putting any time into a relationship because you've been too busy, you're not feeling it, long term, or there's been some fear. But this is really beautiful energy about finally kind of connecting with someone who can help you to build this, right? Who can help you to reach this situation. Now, this card is originally called the Choice. So there's also, for some of you who you're like, this is not about relationships. I'm not looking for a relationship. That's cool. This is about a choice. This is about you making choices so that you can decide who's going to be in your life and who do you want them, what role do you want them to play, so that you can focus on whatever it is you want. Yourself, your career, some kind of goal you have for yourself, some kind of long-term place that you want to be. So you have to plan some things. You need some help along the way. But this is you taking control and you being recognized and rewarded for your hard efforts, okay? For your work, for your due diligence, for your study, for digging in, for healing, for coming and overcoming, okay? So this is really beautiful energy. So this is you making the choice, because these two cards here, these are cards of, like it says, discontent and boredom, but it's also feeling like I just don't have it in me to continue to even pursue anything because I don't feel like I'm going to get what I need. And that is based on the fact that you have been in experiences that have been really divisive, right? There's been this Five of Swords means that the experiences you've had or the people you've interacted with, or for some of you, it's just one particular person, it has been so destabilizing in your life. Okay, it's not only caused conflict when it happened, but it's causing long-term conflict within your mind, because the Swords is also about the thinking mind. And so we feel defeated. We feel like, why bother? Why try? Okay, but what these cards are saying here is that you're making the choice to make conscious efforts to make changes to hit this Four of Wands, okay? So that we have a huge total lunar eclipse that is going to take place at the time of this publication of this video. It's a timeless read, but the energy from those eclipses is powerful. It makes changes. It creates different energies that we haven't experienced before because we weren't ready to at the time. But now the universe is saying, now it's your choice. Now it's your time. It's time to make a name for yourself, whether that be just for you to feel good about yourself, or for those around you, or in the public eye to hit this situation of Four of Wands, which is major achievements, wonderful outcomes, really positive, deserving consciousness. So this is you. This is perfect for this card, right? Moving into one where you're like, I deserve this. I deserve this Four of Wands. This is going to be something that I've been wanting and waiting for. And here we have bottom of the deck, stuck energy, leaving behind this stuck energy, this Four of Wands. So, or this Four of Cups here. So, look, they're both looking pretty discontent, right? He's stuck in the mud and he's just like, what's the point? I don't even see this here with the positive blessings. That's what rainbows mean, right? I just see that I'm stuck. I'm just bored. Well, this is you shifting out of that, right? Realizing you deserve so much more. And this limiting information here, once that's released, you're going to be a lot more open to like new and supportive connections with different types of people that are going to help you transform and transmute into some new beginnings, okay? So it is going to help you quite a bit, especially with this new eclipse. Truth. So I don't know if you can see this, but there is a being here that's kind of blowing the winds of truth your way, right? Well, that's you recognizing that you are really deserving of something really beautiful, whether it be a relationship or a choice to make your own reality so that you can manifest the life that you want, okay? With happiness, with love, with courage, and with a lot of blessings. Wow. That flew straight up in the air. Angel of Strength 50. So this is always giving me Leo vibes. Whenever we go through something like this where these cards come up, they're kind of stagnant energy and we need a little bit of help. We need a little support. We need Spirit to come in and, you know, make us a little stronger for one final push. And Spirit is saying that, you know, we recognize that this is not going to be easy. So they always ask us, call on them. Okay. It's important, even if it's as you move into a new relationship and you need a little guidance because you've been burned before. So there's a little bit of trepidation, there's a little bit of fear. Or if it's just a choice on how you're going to move forward on what's important to you going forward in your life. Okay. Call on the divine, call on your guides. It's really important to do that. They cannot intervene unless we ask them to do so. Number 7, be Spirit, sweet results await. Yeah. Beautiful. And bees mean abundance. And then 65, trust the great mystery. I love this card. I love whales. 65 is 11. An 11 is a master number that has to do with your soul while you're here. Whales are unbelievably mystical beings that have a long rooted story in the spiritual, with those cosmic beings that were here in the very beginning. Okay, so I said call on them. They're asking you to, and then you get whales, trust the great mystery. They're asking you to trust that you are deserving, and you will see the truth of your situation, and you will recognize that, you know what, this energy of the past can be released now. You don't need to carry this around with you anymore. You can make the choice to change your outcome. You can partner up with someone who's going to be your true partner, your divine partner, right? And support you along the way as you maneuver through what's next for you. Empath, you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. Here's yet another number 6. We have the number 6 and 6 here showing up for you. So here we have a 5, 5, 6, 6, 44, 11. A lot of master numbers. Here's another number 6. And approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. Exactly. You are deserving. Approve of yourself. You don't need someone else to approve of you. Okay? Is it nice? Yeah, it's nice, but it's not necessary, right? We need to be approving of ourselves. That's more important than anything. Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration to enlightenment. Love that. And then protection. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. Okay. So both labyrinths are very ancient things that were set up on the earth in ancient times to connect with Gaia, to connect to the cosmos, and then to experience a heart awakening. And why do you want to have a heart awakening? Number 6 is all about the heart. But to have a heart awakening, then you can find, you know, your true sense of consciousness of who you are, your role, your steps forward, and how to go forward in a way where you're going to kind of find this foundation and achievements, this 4 of Wands. And that's what they were doing in ancient times as well, okay? All right, so I did not look at these, I just grabbed them. Uniqueness, I accept my own nature. I love that. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it too is divine. May I love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. Oh my gosh, we just said that, right? You don't have to have approval from others, and then you have uniqueness. Let me love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. That should be on a t-shirt for everybody. Okay, so this is a yes. This is beautiful energy that's transitioning for you. Be aware of some of the signs and synchronicities. You have a lot of duplicating and repeating numbers here. Okay. All right. So if there's something that resonates or some aspect that you like, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading at the new moon. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe, and in the comments section, write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you a lot of peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 3. This is your choice. This is a moonstone. Very pretty. Put this off. The card I just grabbed, I have no idea what it says, so we'll look at that at the end. It's a general read. We take what flips out, and let's get started. All right. 9 of Swords, suffering and silence. 8 of Cups, emotional withdrawal. 3 of Wands, partnerships and alliances. All right. This is the Ace of Wands. Passion ignited. Followed by the Universe. You've got one more here. Accelerated motion. Okay. So you've got an extra card there, but you saw that they all flipped out together. Okay. All right, so when I look at this spread, I see that some of you have really struggled a lot with a number of different things, okay? Because these 2 cards here shows 9 of Swords, suffering and silence. So this is that kind of situation where, you know, you're thinking about something, you're worried about it, or something has happened in the past and it's preventing you from going forward. And the things that you keep telling yourself or that you keep thinking about creates a situation where it's making you anxious, or it's making you worried, or it's making you fearful, or it's gonna keep you from, you know, sleeping or eating or whatever. It's just really disruptive energy, okay? And it's all taking place, of course, in the thinking mind, right? And then we have emotional withdrawal. So this is the 8 of Cups. This is walking away, moving away, not feeling fulfilled by something in your life, right? And maybe it's the thing that's causing all of this suffering and silence, this 9 of Swords energy. But this is, you know, you close yourself off, you shut yourself down, you sometimes don't believe that you can have or experience something that so many other people get to. But what I love is look at the cards that come next, okay? So this, we've got the 3 of Wands. This is your fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is your, I didn't tell you this, this is your water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and this is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So this is about, I'm putting a plan together. I've been thinking about it. I might not have all the moving parts figured out. I might not know who all the players are, but I know that as I move forward and figure things out along the way, I'm going to partner up with people. I'm going to do things with other people, create alliances, create friendships, create positive relationships. They can be romantic or not. They can be professional or not, that are going to help me get to that next phase in life because something has inspired you. Okay. This is the Ace of Wands. This is, look at how she's so enlightened here, right? Her heart is all illuminated. She's very open, like she's got, her eyes are closed, but she's open to the universe saying, just bring me this or something better. Show me this or something better. Help me get to this or something better. And then we've got this major arcana of the universe here. And this shows, this is the last card of the major arcana. And this shows you've been through it all, right? This energy here, which has been difficult, along with some other energies in your life, which have not all been bad. Many of the experiences have been good. Sometimes those things get blanketed over by the things that are challenging and difficult. But the universe says, okay, you've gone through a lot, you've learned a lot, you've experienced a lot. Some of the journey has been difficult. You've skinned your knees a bit. But now's the time for you to focus on that you're inspired by, because the universe is coming in with some, synchronistic energy to help you find your passion or move on your passion or make your passion a reality, right? Because this is the number of movement. This is the number for self. Okay, so you yourself, either emotionally, mentally, or physically, are going to move into a different state of being. This is all fire energy, prompting you, pushing you, trying to get you to kind of take that next step to move on from this. Okay, so I always love it when the cards, if there's going to be some challenging cards, I like them to be here and then see them move that way. So that's very positive and empowered cards. All right. And then we have a new beginning, number 1. So here we are. For many of you, this inspiration you have is going to provide you with a new beginning. It's going to provide you with an opportunity to show up in a different way, create yourself, reinvent yourself for some of you, okay? You're ending cycles that have been challenging right here. This 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, you're walking away from that. You're going to focus on those things that help you, that empower you, that boost you, that bolster you, okay? Things that can help you get to what it is that you want or what you need, whether it's a thing, that tangible thing, or maybe it's just, I need to change how I think about things or how I feel about things. It's taken its toll on me. I can't keep living this way, right? So new beginnings, that's a beautiful card to get front and center. I love that, okay? And then the other card that flipped out is conflict. So do you see how she's sitting in this boat in this storm, and she's trying, this, pretty small person, trying to handle all of these sails. For any of you who have sailed, I've sailed, when the wind grabs the sails and there's multiple sails going, they can pick you up and toss you over the side. They're very, very strong. So, we can swim upstream and try and muscle through it, or we can see things differently, focus on that gives us inspiration, move into something where we're more in flow, leave conflict behind and move into a new beginning. Okay, so just a really good practical card from Spirit right now to say, it's time to kind of stop being in resistance, right? Sometimes when we're constantly in resistance, I can't have this, when is it going to stop, what's next, that sort of thing, we keep getting more of that kind of stuff. Okay, so we need to say, I'm in partnership with the universe, or I'm in partnership with this person, or I'm in partnership with this opportunity, and it's going to help me move into this amazing self-empowered new beginning. And then you have rest and rejuvenation. So whenever we need to move out of this kind of energy, rest, rejuvenation, and meditation is incredibly important. It opens us up. We see more, we feel more, we understand more, we hear more. We're open. When we're open, we are able to kind of look at things in a different way. When we're in fear or frustration or suffering, we can't really see what's before us other than the pain, the frustration. Okay? So now it's time for you to take action. It's a time for you to make a move. We've got, like I said, the total lunar eclipse coming up. So now would be a perfect time to set your intentions, to make a plan, right? And see it come to fruition. What's really important to you? What do you really want? What do you want to experience? Okay, what do you feel like is next for you? And then you have Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. All right, so here we have number 11 here with the 1 and 1. So 11 is a number of energies are opening up. Actual portals. Portals open up nonstop every day, multiple times a day, through different magnetic energies that reflect upon each other in the universe, okay? They literally open up, so we can use that energy to help change our outcome, to create, to manifest, to follow our passion, right? Sometimes when we see 11 or 111, it's Spirit saying, well, what are you thinking about? Are you using your mind wisely? Are you using that to move on, to set the intention for what you want, to follow your passion? Or are you focused here and stuck here? Okay, so pay attention when you see that. And then bottom of the deck, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Beautiful. I love that. Yeah, overcoming obstacles is something we can all do when we set that intention and then live in the frequency of, I see the outcome, I see a potential, I see something other than the obstacle. If we continually look at the obstacle, we just get more of that. And look at that, here's another number 11. Natural born leader, you were born to lead others. It's a part of your life's path. So for some of you, this might be about taking on some kind of leadership role. It can be formal or informal. It can be as a job. It can be a counselor. It can be an advisor. It can be a mentor. It can be spiritually. It can be as a healer. It can be anything. You might just have leadership tendencies where people need to, like, you know, hear your thoughts. They want to know your opinion because you're pretty centered, because, you know, you're kind of moving into a space where they're like, hey, I kind of like the way you see things and do things. I want to take a page from your book. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Angel, spirits, and guides. And maybe that's part of your passion, right? Aces are about new and new beginnings. You got that twice. So maybe you are going to take on a leadership role. Maybe you're going to start a new company. Maybe you're going to start a side business. Whoops. Star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. I love that. And this flew out also, love charm. Attract a lover, a soulmate, and a life partner. And here you have partnerships and alliances. So, you know, for some of you, if it is, you know, a love interest that you're asking about, or just relationships in general, the cards are showing you here that with your change and releasing what's happened in the past and some healing that goes through, that each of us has to go through, that life partner will show up for you. All right, so let's see what your card is here. Again, I didn't pick these. Oh my gosh, soulmate. We just talked about that. Look at that. Okay, that's amazing. I am one who trusts. In the right place and the right time we shall meet, for you know every true desire of my heart. May I only wish for what you wish for me. Beautiful. Okay, so that message did come in towards the end of the reading, but there you go for those of you who are looking for the information on a soulmate, a twin flame, a love opportunity. Okay, those can be lots of new beginnings and overcoming the obstacles of the past with some healing, right? Leaving behind the conflict. Okay, so that's what I have. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe, and in the comments section write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you a lot of peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 4. This is your choice. This is a bloodstone. This one's got a lot of pretty greenish and blue colors in it, a little bit of browns and reds. Okay, they're great stones for a lot of things, also for physical healing. All right, the card I chose at random, we'll read it. I have no idea what it says. We are going to take what flips out for this general read. Just take what resonates. I gotta love that. 19, right away, light, the sun. 4 of Swords, rest and rejuvenate. Wow, 4 of Wands. 4-4. That number's coming out a lot today. No surprise. Tomorrow we have a major lunar eclipse. Okay. 6 of Wands. Wow, look at that. 6 of Swords. Look at that. Lots of 6s. Interesting. Okay, so for group 4, Spirit is reminding you at this time it's really important for you to release whatever is left of any old energy that you don't feel has helped you, served you in any way. If it's something where you were trying to manifest and you couldn't bring it to reality, it's time to let that go. If it's something where you just feel exhausted and maybe you've even been, sick a lot or just emotionally drained a lot, it's time to let that go, because what's coming in here is the sun. So the sun is that Leo energy, bringing in energy of blessings, of creation, of abundance, of new beginnings. In the traditional tarot, in the sun, you've got the white horse. Horses are about freedom. You've got the child on the horse, new beginnings, about seeing things from a new perspective, about kind of having a beginner's mind of, hey, I wonder what can happen next. This is great. And have that kind of mindset even before it even happens. So a lot of positive energy coming through from spirit about good things that are coming into your life, positive things that are coming into your life. And what I love is, look at this, is the Four of Wands. So this is beautiful fire energy. Here we have the number 44, beautiful fire energy about things falling into place, things working out. So you feel like you're in a solid foundation, right? You're not worried about money all the time. You're not worried about relationships. You're not worried about, what's going on in the area in which you live. You're able to get things kind of lined up in your life so you feel like you're achieving some things, you feel better about it. Some of you, it's about, getting a home or building a family or a relationship. But some of you, the achievements are beyond that. It's beyond those traditional things. Some of it, it's about achieving a greater sense of self-awareness and understanding about who you are. Because when we really know who we are, which is like one of the things we're here to experience, like, who am I? What am I all about? Then we can really decide, yeah, this is right for me. This is what I should go for. This person or this kind of relationship would be good for me. This is what I should go towards. So really positive, beautiful card. And then you have these two sixes following. Six is about the heart space and about being in alignment with things that make us feel good deep, deep, deep inside. Okay. Not just like, ooh, I got this car, it makes me feel good, or ooh, I got, this outfit or whatever. And that's all great too. But this is like what really makes you feel good inside, because you're moving towards an area of success by moving on from that which kind of didn't serve any purpose for you in a positive way. Okay. So very positive energy, a lot of good energy about you moving into a new direction. Okay, we've got, like I said, we've got a total lunar eclipse that's taking place at the time of this recording. Those change a lot of things. You can look at the changes that are coming and say, oh no, what's that about? I don't want to deal with that. Or, oh, you know what? This might be a good thing for me. And then you have number 3, cycle increase. Yes, this is beautiful. Moving into a cycle of increases, of abundance. Okay, that's what the sun is all about. So that's beautiful energy about moving into a place where things are working in your favor, right? This 4 of Wands card is a card of things that work out, that the planning and the work that you've done is paying off, and that things are going to continue to bring blessings and good things into your life. Okay, no longer looking at things of what am I gonna end up dealing with next? What am I gonna lose? No, it's gonna be, what do I gain? How do I gain it? Okay, very positive. Bottom of the deck, the vast universe. Yeah. So number 1, new beginning, about your some of you, about your spirituality, seeing things as they are. The universe is vast. With that, we have infinite potentials, the sun energy, to find things that bring us increased ways of being happy, of being healthy, of being in a state of gratitude, where we are on solid ground and we are moving towards victory and success, moving on from anything that left us wounded, anything that left us feeling lack. Okay, and they're really ringing my left ear right now. All right, angel, spirits, and guides, what else do we have for group 4, please? Yeah, look at that, release. So you have rest and rejuvenation here and release. So in the northern hemisphere, we are in the period of fall, autumn, and all the leaves are falling off all over the place, and they are releasing, right? They're going to go into a state of stillness, of quiet, of solitude. And then in the spring, they're going to harness their energy and begin to bloom and show their great abundance. So that's kind of the story here for you, group 4. Okay, you're moving in that way too. Some of you still need to release some things so that you can move into the stillness and understand the universe is vast. There's so much possibilities for abundance and blessings. So many positive outcomes, victory and success when we move on and release from that which has not served us in the past. All right, what else do we have for group 4, please? Angels, spirits, and guides. What else for group 4? Number 9, brown bear spirit, take time out. Yeah, so you have rest and rejuvenate, and you have take time out. So a lot of you need to heal. You need to rest. You need to take a break. You need to find some stillness, okay? Many of you, the brown bear or just the bear in general is your spirit animal. When you see a bear, whether it's on TV or on a print ad or anything, that is spirit reminding you to take a moment out, and they're ringing my left ear again, to take a moment out to rest, okay? There's going to be big changes for you. There's going to be a lot of possibilities for you, and you have to be ready for that. And part of releasing is opening up the space for the new, the better to come into your life, okay? To bring your beautiful ideas to life, to bring those manifestations forward. Okay, angel spirits and guides. Ooh. 54, the journey. 9 and 9. 54 is a 9. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. You know, when we can change our perspective to see things that way, that alone is incredibly healing, but that alone sets us up for major increases and blessings in our life. It's amazing how we see things and then how they manifest. If we see it as a punishment or negative karma or some debt we owe or some kind of something that's dense, it's just going to keep showing up like that in our life, right? Whereas if we see a challenge like, all right, well, I learned that. I mean, when my kids were little and they'd say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm like, did you learn something from it? Yeah, I learned this. Well, then it wasn't a mistake. It was something you were supposed to experience. So it's the same kind of thing, right? There's always a hidden gift. There's always a blessing or a lesson. And I know, I can say, because I've had a volatile, violent, difficult life, there have been a lot of challenges, but there's been a lot of gifts inside of each and every one of those things. Look at that, on target. Follow your ideal life path. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. All right. So for some of you, victory and success and moving on, this is spirit helping you stay on this new plan, this path, okay? Because it's going to take you to something really beautiful. All right, let's see. Again, I did not pick these. I don't know what they say, but we will. Now, in the holy space between, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm going to rest in the holy space between what is and what will be. Let me fully embrace, relax, and bless the now. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, and they're saying you're on target. So the place in between is, this is where they're giving me full body chills. This is what I still need to work on. This is where I want to go, okay? And I am on this journey. I am on this path. And the space in between is that of transformation. I am transforming. I am preparing for the next great thing. I am preparing for the next blessing in my life. I love that. I love it when spirit does that. Okay, so this is a yes for you, group 4. If something resonated or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading. They're about an hour long. You can enter the contest just by hitting like and subscribe, and in the comment section write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 5. This is your choice, the butterfly. All right, and your card is here. I just randomly chose those, so I don't know what they say. We'll see at the end. We'll start with some tarot. I take what flips out. It's a general read, so just take what resonates. 9 of Swords. That's suffering in silence. I'm trying to think who else got that. Someone else got that. Oh my gosh, 9 of Pentacles. Material harvest. I like that together. Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, movement, choices, decisions. Okay. Nine of Swords, suffering in silence. Nine of Pentacles, material harvest. Ace of Cups, love begins. This can be a romantic relationship or love of something you really, really want. Two of Swords, mental conflict. And Two of Pentacles, movement, choices, decisions. All right, so first of all, we see the number 2 and 2, 22. So that might be an important number for you. You might be seeing a lot of 2s, 2, 22, 22, 22, that sort of thing. 2 is a reminder from Spirit that we need to balance something, that we need to find some point of evening out the scales, if you will, okay? So in this card here, Two of Swords is mental conflict. It's the card in tarot where the woman is sitting on the beach. She's blindfolded. She's got 2 swords across her chest and the moon is in the background. And what Spirit is saying is that for some of you, there's this thing going on in your mind constantly, and it's keeping you from being able to make the decisions or the choices or follow the path that's really meant for you, that your soul wants you to be on, that your higher self wants you to be on. And it's causing conflict. It's causing, it's causing you to be kind of imbalanced, and it's causing more issues for you than are necessary in life. With this Two of Pentacles, this is again about, kind of juggling, like, which way do I go? How do I find a place where I feel comfortable? How do I find a place where I fit in? How do I find a place where things make sense to me? Okay, I need to make a choice. How do I make the choice and know that it's going to be okay? Well, sometimes we can't always know the total outcome. That's the hardest part for us, right? Human beings, we like to know what the outcome's going to be. We don't have to, second guess it. It makes us uncomfortable. Well, we have to make decisions the best way we can. How do we do that? We have to quiet the mind, okay? Because there is something here that has been going on, that's this imbalance that's causing, this card says suffering and silence, but it's like anxiety. It's not being able to focus, not being able to sleep, not being able, like, people will say something to you 3 times before you hear it, or, you read the same things over and over before it starts to resonate. Your mind is elsewhere. There's something causing you to be able to feel calm, peaceful, at ease, right? So there's way too much going on in the thinking mind. And what Spirit is saying is that when you can make a decision, when you can decide which way you're going to go, which way are you leaning, and then trust that and go with that, you're going to end up in a situation where you're going to have a lot of material benefit, right? This Nine of Pentacles card is about stepping into your own. It's about creating something for yourself. For some of you, it's by yourself. So maybe you're thinking about, do I start something on one of the platforms? Do I partner up with someone? Do I take advantage of this opportunity? Do I, leave my family home and go somewhere else and try something? And Spirit is saying, if it's something that you really love, like you've had the analysis, you've done the decision making, and it's something that you would really love to do, to be a part of, okay, to take stock in, then it's going to turn out to be something that's very beneficial for you financially. For some of you, this is love begins. This is about being open to new relationships. There's too much conflict from the past that's preventing you from getting into something that's really positive and healing. And for some of you, a new relationship, it can definitely be one that is, some beautiful soulmate relationship. But for someone here, this is going to be about like a good friend that you've had many past lives with, that's going to help you to heal, right? That's going to help you, because all of this water is very healing, emotional energy, okay? But so a lot of good, positive things coming towards you, but you have to make a decision. You can't stay and just hope that things change, okay? Because nothing changes in that way. And then you have number 5, intention. So of course we have to set the intention, because if we don't set the intention, and how I said, it's like you have to balance out the scales and even it out, and then you have this teeter-totter where he goes back and forth, back and forth. This is that, back and forth, swirling, swirling. And what does that do? It causes suffering in silence, anxiety, sleepless nights, stomach aches, headaches, backaches, all of that stuff, okay? So it's time to set the intention. You're going to make a decision and then trust yourself, all right? There's a lot of positive, beautiful energy here. And look at the other card that flipped out, commitment. So Spirit is really speaking up to you, group 5. Like, make a commitment to yourself, right? Make a commitment to this potential new relationship. Open yourself up to a relationship. You've been hurt before, so you're a little scared. You know, you don't have to decide you're going to spend the rest of eternity with this person that's coming into your life in the future, or that has just recently come into your life. But be open that they're not going to hurt you and they're not going to do what others have done to you, right? You have the gift of discernment. We all do. We just have to use it. And for some of you, for this thing that you want to do, you need to believe in yourself and trust that it's going to bring you a lot of material gain, right? But you got to make a commitment to yourself. The more we sit back and question, you know, can I do it? I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. And compare ourselves to others, well, the more we are going to stay in the stuck energy and continue to suffer, because we'll see the thing that we want pass us by. All right, and then you get rest and rejuvenation. So when there's been a lot of imbalance, there is always a sense of healing and rejuvenation and rest that's necessary. And then you have angel of love. So, you know, we talk about here with the Ace of Cups, angel of love coming in. For some of you, making that choice to trust someone, making that choice to believe in love again, making that choice to believe in another person again, opening your heart up a little bit, okay? And for others of you, it's just about healing those limiting beliefs of the past and the experiences of the past that have kind of weighed on us, but it's all part of our journey. And I know that's so hard, but there's going to be something that's going to be beneficial, that it's going to like open up a door for you, and you're going to see, oh, this is where I was supposed to be. There's the value in my journey. This is where what I was supposed to experience so that I could get here. That's the blessing in the journey. And that's not easy. I know that firsthand. Okay. And then you have fulfillment. Okay. Moving, trusting, making the decision will bring you fulfillment. It will bring you emotional fulfillment and happiness. And that's, you know, when we see water energy, that's always about emotional fulfillment, okay? In all of its forms. So here we have fulfillment in relationship, in following your dreams and making something a reality for yourself, in making a decision on your own for the first time. So for someone here, you're on your own after a long-term relationship or a marriage fell apart. For some of you, it's being on your own, not having your parents making the decisions for you. So sometimes that can be scary. I know that. We need to, you know, trust ourselves, and that's not always easy. But Spirit is saying there's a lot of positive momentum around you right now. Embrace the in-between. So I love this card because embrace the in-between is, I'm here right now. I want to be here. I want to be here. But I'm going to embrace, appreciate where I am now, because that's where the transformation's taking place. That's where the growth and expansion will continue to take place, right? So we're going to embrace the in-between, meaning we're not going to be upset that it hasn't happened just yet. We're going to say, this is where I am right now because I need to be, and I'm just going to continue to stay focused on what it is that I want. Okay? And then the bottom of the deck for you, Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, through these conflicts within yourself, through the conversations you have with yourself where you are uncertain, call on Spirit. Let Spirit guide you out of these opportunities that are problematic, or let Spirit be your guide through anything that's challenging. Okay, 32 is a 5. 5's about obstacles and challenges. Call on Spirit, ask for help. Okay, ask for help as much as you need to, as often as you need to. Ask for them to be really obvious. Okay, and then we have soulmate. This relationship is a match made in heaven. So once again, for those of you who are, looking at the relationship aspect of these cards, here we are, soulmate. That person is there for you. So if you make that decision, that's the kind of person that you're going to be able to partner with, to make a life with. Okay, and then you have angel numbers. Pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. Yeah, signs and synchronicities and numbers for sure. 22 is going to be a big number for you, but also there's other signs that they give us. So if you see the same kind of image frequently, for example, if you see you're always seeing images of the moon. Okay, every time you turn around, it's an image of the moon. Image of the moon is popping up. That's going to be a message from spirit to say, connect with your emotions. Maybe take a look at some of those shadow aspects in life that are making you a little fearful. Okay, trust that you can make the decision to see your way through those obstacles. Okay. And last, you have nourishment. You are being asked to take time out for self-care. And here you have rest and rejuvenation. So same message from spirit. Healing's always necessary. Whether you've gone through something major or you've gone through something that's just kind of been an ongoing challenge. Okay, we always have to nourish ourselves, take care of ourselves, and rest. That kind of helps us stay grounded. If we're not grounded, it's very difficult to manifest anything in life. Tree of life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. Yeah, so making good choices. And then we have this about making choices and decisions. And number 2 about creating balance by making a choice, okay? So the bottom of the deck here for you is insight, open the third eye to strengthen intuition. It's going to be really important to turn the mind off for a little while and tap into your intuition. You're going to know. Spirit's going to guide you. You're going to have a greater sense of comfort as to what's next for you. And there won't be that back and forth. You'll be able to make a commitment to yourself. All right, so I did not choose these or look at them. They just popped out. Highest good. I am a conduit for the highest good. Oh, I love that. Okay. You act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your blessings. Use me for the highest good. That's a beautiful card. Yeah, we're all meant for the highest good. Putting decisions in place, following your heart, okay, trusting spirit will put us in a place where what we're going through is for our highest and greatest good. And that's always what we ask for. So for you, group 5, this is a yes. I see you moving into something once you make a decision that's going to be really positive. There's nothing around here. It shows you leaving, the kind of busy thoughts and worry in your mind once you make that decision. Okay, so this is a yes. If there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested, every month I give away free reading. Please hit like and subscribe and hit the I enter in the comment section, and I'll know to add your name to the contest for the hour-long free reading. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 6. This is your choice. It's the angel. All right, so we'll put that off to the side with the card. Just randomly chose the cards. I don't know what that card says, so we'll see at the end. We'll start with tarot. I take what flips out, and this is a general read, so don't try and force fit anything. If it doesn't resonate, choose something different, please. Okay, and then we get choose wisely. All right. That's the 7 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. $13, Scorpio energy, transformation. Okay, 2 of Wands, the waiting game, fire energy. 7 of Swords, deception and envy. And number 7, stand your ground. That's the 7 of Wands. All right, so we have lots of 7s here. 7, 7, 7. that's a very powerful master number. It does have a lot to do with alchemy. So being able to change things, change a situation, change an outcome, change energy, which everything is energy. So, you know, your thoughts and feelings, that's energy. That just gives you an example. All right. So the two things that are shouting out the most and what they want me to bring to your attention first is the Scorpio energy of transformation, okay, which is the death card in traditional tarot. And then the Two of Wands, the waiting game. So many of you have been waiting for something that you are trying. You have this tree in here, right, in this hourglass, waiting for something to grow, waiting for something to be an opportunity for you that you're waiting on. And this is really about planning, about making a plan, setting things in motion, and then taking the action necessary to make it grow. And Spirit is saying that this thing that you're going to move into, opportunities, different ways of having things come into your life that you've not experienced before, different ways to create something that you didn't think you could create before. There's transformative energy surrounding you that's really going to help you to do this, okay? And it is going to restore some kind of material prosperity into your life, but it's also going to give you a spiritual boost. And when we get that, we see the universe at work, okay? We really start to see the signs and synchronicities. We really start to trust the process. You know, we start to believe what we hear instead of question it, like, could that be? Or, you know, we trust that's coming from within, okay? From the higher self. And that's what's represented, of course, in the death card. Now, what's interesting is you have these three cards here, 777. So the Seven of Cups, your first card, this is about options and choices for you, but they have to be things that are things that connect with you. It can't be something that, you know, through an analyzing process, through a list, through, you know, I don't know, a roll of the dice, you decide, okay, I'll go that route. You have to really feel into it, okay? That's what this transformation's all about. And then you have deception and envy. This is you having to, so I mentioned seven's about alchemy. It's about having to alchemize the lies that we've told ourselves, the lies that others have told ourselves, the way we've deceived ourselves by not being our true authentic self because, you know, this person's taking a mask off, showing who they really are, or the deception from others, okay? But it's pulling all of that back, right? Peeling those layers up so that we see clearly and we feel into what it is that we want to do and make our choices. And then lastly, you have stand your ground. Yeah, this new energy about going forward with this new transformative energy is kind of saying you're going to be different. You're going to have to stand up for yourself. You're going to have to believe in yourself. You know, this person's very empowered. They have their wand, right? The wand is about, I'm going to follow what inspires me. I'm going to follow the energy that gets me excited and makes me feel good. And I'm going to stand my ground on that. I'm not going to let others manipulate me or try and control me or any of those things. I'm putting my plan in place and I will experience blessings in the material world, but also spiritually. And that's that's the best, right? That's the best of both worlds is when we can make our everyday material world one where we feel comfortable, one where we feel happy and grateful and pretty good about where we are, but also continually expand on our growth as a soul, okay? Continually grow and build upon that, right? And then the choices that we make are always in alignment with our higher self. Angel, spirits, and guides, what else do we have for group 6? Okay, and the card that you get is fragmented energy. Here's another number 6. We have 6 and 6 and then 7, 7, 7. So fragmented energy, if you look at this person, you can see that there's a puzzle piece that's missing, right? It's like one part of her, and it's the part over her heart, isn't there because she's not living her true authentic life, right? She's living with the mask on. She's not standing up for herself. She hasn't gone through this process of recognizing, hey, I've kind of been on the wrong journey, the wrong path, and it's okay. I'm going to make a course correction here and call back my energy, right? Bring myself back into wholeness and balance. And that's what sixes are about. It's about being in a state of harmony, of wholeness, of balance. And from there, we have an up leveling in our consciousness, which happens when the death card shows up, right? We live in that present moment, and that's where we find the power. That's where we understand who we really are. Living in the present moment is the most important thing. When we are living in the past, we have fragmented energy, okay? And we're definitely giving our control and our power to someone else. When we live too far in the future, okay, we get a little confused, like, am I picking the right thing? Did I pick the right thing? Should I have done that? Should I have not have done that? So if we stay in the present moment and trust the process, we understand that in the journey, we are going to end up exactly where we need to be, exactly where our soul wants us to be. That's hard to trust. That's hard to accept for some of us. I understand that. And then you have action. So Spirit is asking you to take action on that. All right. It's time to move a little bit on what's next for you. This recording is taking place when the total lunar eclipse is happening. The energy is really powerful at this time, so it's up to each and every one of us to take action. And look, you get it again. So that's twice Spirit's asking you to make a move, to make a change, to set up a plan in place, okay? To believe in yourself, to trust yourself on what's next. And Spirit will help you. This energy of the eclipse is going to help you, okay? Sometimes through changes like this, there's chaos. But if we stay in that present moment again, we feel like, okay, I know it deep within me that this is going to be right for me, and this is what's necessary. And in that, I find a little bit of inner peace. Okay. So for those of you who have been on the fence about something, you get the word action. The cards popped out from 2 different decks with the same message for you. There's no longer the waiting game. It's time to make a choice, right? Choose wisely, because you have so much that you can benefit from in that process. Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. I love that. So you have transformation, the death card, and then rebirth. So that's twice you're getting a message from Spirit about transformation, change, and new outcomes, new opportunities, right? The things that we've experienced, none of that's ever a waste. We always get something from that. Sometimes we have to look for it a little bit, but it's always there. And then we have number 10, the abundant universe will provide, Buffalo Spirit. So that's twice, material prosperity, spiritual prosperity, and then the abundant universe will provide. So a new cycle of abundance coming in for many of you. It's time to take action. If you wanted to try something in a business opportunity or an idea that you had, or you want to, create a vlog or something with a friend, a neighbor, something, there's opportunities there for you. And they're going to be, if you believe in yourself and you continue to move on it, you're going to look at that, look what flips out. You'll be celebrating. Celebration, take time out to celebrate. Yeah, so with these changes and with this movement, things are going to provide opportunities for you to celebrate your success, celebrate your abundance, your prosperity. Okay, so amazing. And then Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So this is being with people who are going to be supportive of you, who are going to believe in you, and they're going to encourage you. That's the word I was looking for. Encourage you to move forward, okay? Not trying to kind of keep you small. And then bottom of the deck, abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. So look at all the positive outcomes in these cards, okay? And again, here you've got your beautiful angel watching over you. All right, let's see what this one says. Honoring, I am kind and loving. Let me feel my feelings without judgment and then release them. Show me how to be kind and loving to the child inside who needs care. Okay, so this is so common. So for some of us, we always have some inner child work to do because there's some latent or remnants of pain or hurt, something from when we were a child, okay? So we need to love and honor ourselves, and in that process try to, you know, if you can meditate, if not, if you can just kind of think about it when there's quiet, nurture that inner child of you, okay? See yourself as maybe that 5 or 7 or 9-year-old or 3-year-old or whatever it was that needs a little extra love and attention right now, okay? Because the deception and envy for many of you happened when you were very young, and that's kind of laying like a low level layer of kind of thicker, denser energy. Okay, so inner child healing is necessary for almost every human being who walks the planet, okay? But that's something to keep in mind if that resonates with some of you, to kind of deal with the things that are not true. But unfortunately, some of the people around you, their beliefs were cast upon you, or their bad behavior was done to you, and you're kind of still suffering from that a little bit. So a little bit of inner child work would be really helpful as well, okay? But this is a beautiful, yes, very positive energy coming towards you. A lot of things to celebrate for you, Group 6. All right, so if there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested, every month I give away a free reading. If you're interested in the contest, please click like and subscribe, and in the comment section write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste.